You followed the written declarations of hilarity.
Who was the kid who went up after, what's her name?
Oh, Mersh?
Yeah, he killed it a little bit.
Yeah, no, he was great. He had a good little attitude going for him and everything.
That is a funny little fuck, that Mersh.
He's a depressed prick.
George Bush's fault that you're gay for Mersh.
Mersh, you are the shit.
Do you like deserts and gambling?
Honestly, fuck all of you.
Mersh is not feeling well right now.
Why? What happened?
He's exhausted.
Mersh, not only a comedian, apparently is a rapist too.
Mersh, you drunken fuck. Don't fix that car. You shouldn't be driving.
I'm gonna be Mersh for the night. I'm gonna sit here with my rosary beads and just be bitter.
Did Mersh self-destruct yet and go through a story about his breakup?
He's working on it.
Yeah. We're
Oh no, he did. Yeah, he didn't get to that. He keeps on getting drunk.
I love before he was talking about Tyler Perry promoting way too much. That this guy promotes his website on his voicemail.
This is defensive Mersh.
Defensive Mersh is fun.
Defensive Mersh.
Defensive emo Mersh.
Trying to make people laugh through his tears.
Defensive Mersh wishes everybody in this room was dead.
I hope you eat a chocolate cake laced with cancer. That's my wish for you this holiday season.
Listen, Pete Pessimist.
Dude, I'm not Pete Pessimist. I'm Robbie Realist.
Tell that lazy-eyed fuck if he ever runs his mouth again at me, he ain't gonna be able to spin any fucking records because I'll cut off both his fucking hands, okay?
Mersh does rule, though. I like
Don't die, you skinny little fucktard.
And now, let me introduce you to my next comedian. He's also a lovable fuck-up. Give it up for Long Island's Mersh! Just a heads up, I'm not going up yet, so that was... While I appreciate the effort, Bobo, Heather's gonna bring your next comic up.
Yo, you know what it says. You better stop your bullshit right now, you fucking drug addict, fucking whore-addicted piece of shit. You better stop your shit right now, or there's gonna be fucking problems, you fucking asshole.
2009 sucked a pile of dicks, right? Fuck 2009 in its mouth, pussy, and asshole, okay? 2009 was atrocious, and everybody can agree that it was not a fun year. Look at this. It's aged me, okay? Look at me. I look like shit. You people know, I'm 26 years old, okay? Like, I look like shit for my age now, and it's all thanks to 2009. Like 26 years old, I'm like trying to be a comedian and do acting and shit, right? Like now I can only really like try to like read for roles of like the guy in the heist movie who's doing his last score, you know? Like, I'm 26 years old and I'm already auditioning for like, hey man, just one more and I'm out of here, dude. I'm retiring after this one. I'm running away to Mexico. Like, it's just fucking sad, dude. I have aged so goddamn much, which I guess kind of like lines up with my lifestyle because I don't really take care of myself. I figure I'll be dead by 52, so I might as well have my midlife crisis now, right? It's just fucking get it out of the way. Have fun now. I'm partying shit. Fuck it, right? I'm telling you, man. I always get this shit from like, you know, girls that are trying to be nice to me or like strangers, and they're like, oh my God, you're only 26 because like you seem so much older. I just didn't get that from you that you were 26 because you seem so much older. I'm like, no, bitch, I look older. I get it, okay? I'm not aging well, okay? I'm wearing fucking crooked jaw clothes, I smell like weed, and I'm living on my sister's couch, okay? So I'm pretty sure you didn't get the idea that I'm older because I'm just so fucking together, right? Like, I look like shit, I get it, it's all good. Fucking, it's just terrible, man. I should not look this age at this age. You know you look like shit when you're 26 years old, when you go into a bar, and not only does the bartender not card you at 26, but then everybody at the bar starts asking you to tell stories from Vietnam and shit. Like, dude, whoa. At least like the Gulf War or some shit. Like, that's just way fucking off. I don't even know where you're coming from with that shit. I just feel like crap from age. I don't take care of myself. Like, I never have. I just do drugs. I have sex with strangers. Like, I just don't fucking take care of myself at all. Like, I get all of my medical advice from Christian Science magazines and Twitter. Like, that's just, I don't need to go to a fucking doctor, right? Okay. Just read Christian Science magazines. I'm like, did you know you could get AIDS from holding hands with another man? Holy shit. I never knew that before. Apparently, when I was 9 years old, my dad was trying to give me AIDS. I'm never speaking to his ass again. And now I get all my medical information from Twitter, because I'm getting into the new age now. So now I don't even go to the doctor. Now I just sign on Twitter once a day, and I'm like, hey guys, I've been coughing a lot. Do I have AIDS? Answer me in 140 characters or less. This Twitter shit is tricky. Oh man. I'm getting like old and lazy. I just don't care about life anymore. Like I just don't. Like I get up and I go, not today. We'll try tomorrow. Like I get up now, like I got friends that call me about shit. They're like, dude, man, you wanna go skiing or snowboarding? I'm like, nah, not really. I don't wanna do anything. You got any pot? It has just been not a good year. It was a great year when I first got back. Everything was awesome, right? I got a brand new car. Everything was exciting. I had this really nice car I was pumped about. I was like, look at that shit. Fucking nice paint job. Had like the GPS, remote start, a car alarm. I had the best car alarm in the world in it. It was like really sensitive. Like if you just leaned in the window, it would like start going off, you know? And then like every once in a while it would go off, and it turned out it was just because a minority moved into the neighborhood, which I thought, I was like, I didn't even know they made these. Holy shit. That's gonna come in handy in Mastic. Just be great. Be like, dude, did a black guy move into the neighborhood? I don't know why. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I definitely moved in. Okay. Good, I'm just keeping an eye on him. It's a great car, man. I had like all this cool shit in the car. I even had a GPS unit, which I was like just getting adjusted to. Never had a GPS unit before, and it makes you really lazy. And you know, I had one of the really, really good GPS. I had like 1 million language settings. It was like, it actually adjusted to itself over time. And I remember one time, it was so intelligent. I was driving on the road for a while, and I was smoking a blunt in the car by myself. And like, it took me a little while to realize, but my GPS unit got a contact high, which I didn't even realize. It didn't say shit about that in the instructions at all. I was just driving down the road, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, that was exit 28. I could have sworn that was my exit. And then all of a sudden my GPS unit just kicks in. All right, dude, look, I'm the asshole. I'm gonna say it. I'm the asshole, but yeah, dude, that was totally our exit. I'm sorry. I was fucking, I don't know what I was doing. I was texting my ex-girlfriend, and I just been going through some shit, man. And I don't fucking failing all my classes this year. And my parents aren't gonna send me money anymore. And I'm like, look, I don't care. I just need you to get me to where I need to go. A couple miles later, my GPS unit's like, dude, can we stop at Sonic, man? I'm fucking starving. Dude, they got these tater tots, and they put chili and cheese on them. Fucking, so I got rid of that one. I had this GPS unit, and I was trying to, I can't deal with it. So I was playing with the language settings, and I stumbled across a language setting that I don't know if a lot of you figured out, but like it's only in the Garmin units, but they actually have a voice setting for sarcastic, passive-aggressive girlfriend, which it is of no help when you were trying to get somewhere. Because you're just driving along and you're just like, you know, nah, I think I'm gonna take a shortcut. I know to exit 27, and then the GPS just kicks in. Well, why don't you just, no, that's fine, because like, no, I like spending all day on MapQuest for no reason. That's cool. No, that's cool because you just do whatever you want anyway. Like, I do all the preparation, and no, I like that though. I like a guy who takes control of the situation and ignores everything I ask of him to just take care of me as a woman. No, that's fine. Don't touch me. Don't touch me right now. I'm just trying to set the fucking, forget it. You end up arguing with your GPS unit for like 10 miles. No, because you always do this to me. Every time it's like, I'm just like, make a left, and then you have to turn it into a big thing, and I'm just trying. You know what? Just tell all the other GPS units you walked into a door. How's that? I'm very abusive to my GPS units. My GPS unit is currently sleeping at her mother's house with the kids. My GPS unit's like, I'm not coming back till you take the anger management classes. Like, whatever. Bitch. One thing I did stop, though, I drew the line at. I'm not getting an OnStar in my car. Can anybody agree with me? Is that just a little creepy for you? Does anybody, like, actually want, fuck OnStar in its mouth? I want nothing to do with having an OnStar, because it's just too Orwellian for me. Like, it's too Big Brother. Like, it's cool in the commercials, because you see the commercials, and it's just like, this is Greg from OnStar. Do you need assistance? And you're, like, pinned under a tree, and you're like, yes, Greg, I do. That's very helpful of you. Thank you. And tell GM I loved the free satellite radio trial, too. That was fun also. Don't worry, this is Greg from OnStar. I'm fucking on it. Like, right, he's just on that shit. That's cool, right? OnStar comes in handy occasionally. But when does OnStar start overstepping its bounds? Because it's gonna happen eventually. Like, are you just gonna be stumbling out of O'Brien's later tonight and, like, getting into your truck and it's just, psh, hey, this is Greg from OnStar. Listen, Dave, I think you've had a couple too many drinks. Maybe you should call a cab. Like, Greg? Is that Greg from OnStar? Yes, and look, I'm just, as your friend, I think you shouldn't be driving tonight. You know what, dude, I don't really think that's any of your fucking business, okay? I didn't ask for a free OnStar free trial on my fucking car. I don't need your help. All right, man, I'm just saying. And then, like, is it gonna get even creepier? Am I gonna just be, like, nailing some fucking single mom in the back of her Dodge Caravan one night, and all of a sudden it's just, hey, Mersh, this is Greg from OnStar. Between you and me, dude, you're probably gonna wanna wear a rubber. Look, I'm not... I don't want to overstep the bounds of our relationship, but something's not sitting right with me about this bitch. And that is not a pimple. Fuck Greg from OnStar. Greg from OnStar is too up in my business. I don't need that shit. Hey, quick question for all the guys in the audience. You ever fuck a really ugly chick just so you'd have an alibi for later? No? Okay, that's just me then. Way to leave me hanging, you fucking pricks. Assholes. Anyway, yeah, I got back to New York, and everything's going good, man. I had, like, a hot chick for a while I was dating, and I had this, like, new car. Everything was going great. And then, like, within a 2-month radius, I lost my job, I got kicked out of my house, my chick left me, and then my engine blew in my car. Like, just everything all in one shot. And I have the most heartless audience in the world, because 99% of the time, thank you, one awe, fuck your mother, okay? Fuck your insincere awe in its mouth. But it was rough, man. And it was like, yeah, I have no car, no girl, no job, everything fell apart. And it's ironic that generally in life you have to take the train at the time where you most want to jump in front of one. And, or as I call it, a crossroads in my life. But I got adjusted to taking the train. I've gotten used to mass transit now. I've gotten really used to, like, subways, Long Island Railroad. I prefer the subways because in the city, people generally have what we like to call shit to do. So they don't, like, fucking talk to you. They don't want to go through their shopping bag and, like, show you what they did this week. Like, they don't fucking care. You go to New York, nobody even makes eye contact in the entire 30 million people, not one person making eye contact the whole time. It's great. As soon as you step on the fucking South Rail of the Long Island Railroad, every single person in your car wants to tell you their life story. Automatically. As soon as you get in. Hey, how you doing? I'm Dave. I don't care. What are you? Don't touch me at all. Yeah. I'm going to Boston to see my niece this weekend. She just had a baby. Why are you still talking? Like, I blatantly just said to your face, I'm not interested in what you have to say. Oh, no, it's going to be great, man. We're having a shower and, well, we thought, I wrapped the gifts in newspaper because I thought it'd be more homey, you know, a little more quaint. I don't care! Shut up! So I got this new trick now. Every time I get on the Long Island Railroad just to avoid a conversation with some fucking zero I don't want to hang out with, I just get on the train, automatically cell phone to my ear, and pretend like I'm ending a conversation. And it generally ends like this. Huh? Yeah, no. Yeah, that was the best part, dude, because then Greg turns to me and he goes, how old is this chick? And I'm like, I don't know. We'll find out at the arraignment. All right, I gotta go. All right, I'll talk to you later. I'm on the train. All right, I gotta go. Every once in a while, just to get an extra laugh, I'll look at the person I sit next to and go, sorry about that, work. You know, My illustrious comedy career has brought me all over the world, everywhere from Philly to Jersey. It's been quite a road. I've been all over the place, huh? Jesus. I'm really fucking setting the world on fire with my horse shit, aren't I? Yeah, man. I got to go to Philadelphia recently. Give it up if you're from Philly. Anybody? Anybody from Philly? I love Philadelphia. Philadelphia is one of my favorite cities in the world. I always warn people ahead of time, though. I'm very biased, so I might be wrong on that. I love Philadelphia, but I'm also a huge fan of American history, and I also really, really wish Tom Hanks had AIDS. So I don't know if... I might be being a little biased. And I went to Jersey once, and I'm never going back. I'm done with Jersey. Unless somebody's got Jets tickets, you're not gonna fucking see me in Jersey, fucking ever. Fuck Jersey in its mouth. Can anybody hit Jersey? Fuck Jersey, fuck Jersey, fuck Jersey. If you live in Jersey, fuck Jersey. Fuck Jersey. Wholeheartedly, fuck Jersey. If the Jets would just come back to Long Island, I'd set Jersey on fire. There's nothing good about New Jersey. The worst thing about New Jersey is New Jersey Transit. I really feel like I'm in like pre-Giuliani New York City whenever I'm on New Jersey Transit. It fucking stinks. It's like 1993 on there. In fact, the other day I was in New Jersey Transit, I was sitting right next to Colin Ferguson. I didn't even know they let him out. He's doing really good too. Colin's doing great. Still hates the white man. Still hates him thoroughly, and rightfully so, I mean. And here's the thing about New Jersey Transit. This is why it sucks, and this is why New Jersey Transit will always suck. Because you can't get on a rail on New Jersey Transit and go, I need to get to Nicetown A, and just go there. You always have to stop through some kind of shithole in Jersey. Doesn't matter what line you're on. You're like, all right, I'm just gonna go to Matawan, New Jersey. Bing, next stop, Elizabeth. And you're like, oh God. Oh, this is getting dicey. Bing, next stop, Newark. Oh, awesome. Looking forward to this trip. Bing! Next stop, Camden. Oh, fuck it. Fuck my life. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, dude, I just want to get to Mattawa. Bing! Next stop, Rapedale. Whoa, wait a minute. Where the fuck is Rapedale? Never even heard of that place. By the way, Rapedale, not a nice place. And I'm like, fucking, at one point, I'm just sitting there zoning out. I thought I was so high, but I really was seeing this. I actually saw a homeless rapist with track marks playing the bagpipes. Just hanging out on the fucking... Like, something's not right about this. So I actually grabbed the first cop I saw, and I was like, you gonna do something about this? And he went, that's just Pete. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. He'll tuck her out. He'll get out at Elizabeth, don't worry. Awesome. I got home to New York, and things got interesting. I obviously reunited with a lot of you people and saw a lot of old faces. And one of my buddies that I hadn't seen in a super long time, guy Jesse, who I went to high school with, who was a mess. Was a train wreck of a human being, as was I. And, well, he was. Let's not give him any pity. Shut up. He was. Come on, look at me. Jesus Christ. We're fucking soul brothers here. And like, we're just sitting there talking about high school and all the cool shit we've been through. We started talking about, like, some of the cast of characters we hung out with in high school. Like, some of these people were rolling into this party we were at one night. One guy came in, and like, one guy we were talking about is the, like, you can't pace yourself guy. And it's always the guy who's asleep by like 9:30 at every party in fucking high school. You're just like, come on, man, we're gonna get some beers. And you're like, dude, what happened to him? I don't know, dude. He had like 4 beers, and like, I don't know what happened. And then he fucking raped a girl, and cops are on their way. We gotta hide him in the bushes. It's not fun. You start drinking with them, and automatically, 10:30 p.m., out like a light. And then it's like, usually about an hour after that, it's about 11:30. You walk by him again, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, somebody drew swastikas on his forehead. That was creative. All right, awesome. We'll check in on you later, buddy. And then by the end of the night, he's got like swastikas on his forehead and pigtails and fucking eye makeup on and a freshly fucked mouth. Like, all kinds of fun stuff happened to that kid. Doesn't pace himself guy grows up into intervention dude. Intervention dude is not fun to have in your life. I am what you would call a functioning alcoholic. So nobody's ever gonna really take me aside and go, dude, you're killing yourself. You really need to stop. Why? I figured it out. Because interventions are just something we do for ourselves. Interventions are something you do when somebody's annoying the shit out of you. Period. You got plenty of friends that drink a lot and are probably going to die of liver disease, but they do that really cool Christopher Walken impression when they're drinking, and, you know, they usually get everybody up and dancing at the Christmas party. So you're like, that guy's awesome. Intervention guy's a whole different story. That's the guy who, like, you know, took a shit in your fish tank at the Christmas party and then grabbed your wife's titties, fucking threw up in the fish tank on top of his own shit, then fell asleep on your couch. And as soon as that happens, that's when everybody goes, we need to talk to Robbie. Because Robbie's getting out of control. And you're like, what about Steve, dude? He drinks himself to death. You're like, yeah, but Steve does that wicked Walken impression. You ever heard it? Steve rules. No. We need to talk to Rob because he grabbed my wife's titties. So that's how interventions work out. Interventions are just self-serving. Not to say that I wouldn't love an intervention. I would love to get on the TV show Intervention just so I have the TV credit. That's really... I'm a desperate comic. I would love that, man. I'd kill for the day. I get to go to do Caroline's on Broadway, and they're like, coming up next from Intervention, give it up for Mersh. And you got like 80 people showing up just to see if I'm still hitting the pipe. I'm like, dude, I'm not even here to see if he's funny. I just want to see if he'll let me check between his toes for track marks after the show. I know where he's shooting it. But yeah, we're talking about all those dudes in high school. And then this one kid showed up to the party. Turned out he was gay, and like nobody ever really knew he was gay back in the day. It was never really discussed. But as soon as the fucking revelation is shown to you, like you have no argument for it whatsoever. Like there's just, you got nothing. Like people are like, yeah, dude, you didn't know he was gay? And you're like, yeah, you're right. Wow, shit. You're just standing there staring at, like rudely at somebody at a party you haven't seen in like 8 years, and you're just connecting dots while you're looking at him like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right, he's totally gay. That happened to me. I had that whole, holy shit, he was gay all this time moment recently. It was kind of like the end of The Usual Suspects, except Kaiser Soze enjoys house music and cock. It's really the only difference. And I'm not knocking gay people, because Heather will tell you, Heather hates my guts, but she'll tell you, I pride myself on being a little bit of what I call a fag magnet. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The gays love me. They don't like being called the gays, but they like me, so that's all right. But no, I like the gays. I defend their rights. We all just agree on one thing, like, and this pisses me off. Gay marriage to me is one of these things that we shouldn't even be fucking discussing in this country. Am I right? Like, at all, like, why? The fact that, like, people are actually sitting and convening in rooms and getting dressed in the morning with ties to go to work, and then they drive 90 miles to work to sit down and spend 8 hours going, should gay people be married? I don't know. I'm gay. Like, really? Like, why is this even being fucking discussed? Gay people should be allowed to get married, correct? Valentine's Day of all days. Thank you. I keep hearing the same fucking weak-ass argument all the time, too. Yeah, gays shouldn't be allowed to marry. Why not? Because they like dick in the butt. Boop. Really? Like, that's it. That's your fucking argument for oppressing an entire group of people. Like, yeah, we would love to give you civil rights and allow you to marry and have life insurance for your partner. But you like dick in the butt? Like, is that really? America's been around how long now? And we're just graduating down to this level of, you like dick in the butt? No. Holy shit. I get in the same argument with these fucking right-wing religious people all the time, too. Hey, man, if gay guys were allowed to marry, man, hey, if gay guys were meant to be together, they'd be able to create a baby together, man. Really? Like, is that your only fucking argument? Yeah, man, if gay guys were able to procreate, then it would be God's will. And I'm like, look, I tell them straight up, two gay guys may never be able to create a child together, but they can create two broken-hearted fathers. And I think... that should count. You know how it is, you get to a certain age, you start having these deep thoughts, like, you know, where are we, like, who are we? Where do we come from? Who's this dead 13-year-old Filipino in my bed? Like, just... You gotta ask yourself the real questions. And I've started to learn, too, like, the older you get, the more blasphemous you get. And it started off with, like, fun blasphemy. Like when I was a kid, like we were raised in the church, and like when my nephew was living with me for a while, when I was a kid, one of my favorite things was when he would come home from school, I would have my clothes set up so that it looked like there was a person in them earlier, so that he would think he was left behind in the rapture. I used to really do this too. And he would just come home and go, and then I would just jump out from behind the closet and be like, quick, we gotta run! The New World Order is on its way. And I don't mean the one you read about in those awful, shitty Tim LaVey novels. I meant the one with Scott Hall and fucking Hulk Hogan. Their theme music is playing, and we've gotta go. I would go to like some really trendy nightclub that had bar clubs, like barcode stamps, get one of those on my hand, that'd really freak him out. You know, just, we gotta go, it's happening now, brother. All right, I'm gonna pack my things. Oh, my mom hated me. My mom was cool, you know, and my mom and I were always very close, and kind of fucked things up, because my birthday is very close to Mother's Day, so like it was always like a weird thing for me. And when my mom passed away, I decided, I'm gonna own this. I'm still gonna celebrate Mother's Day. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna celebrate Mother's Day in the only way I know how. So now I just wish Happy Mother's Day to every Latino teenager that I see walking around. Every time I see like a 15-year-old Latina girl, I'm just like, hey, Feliz Dia de los Madres! Die Budweiser! What else are you gonna do? Sometimes they get offended. I had one girl go, excuse me, I don't have any children. I said, okay, you show me a 15-year-old Latina girl that isn't carrying 2 babies, and I'll show you a dumpster with 2 babies in it. How's that? How do you like them apples? I mean, either a dumpster with 2 babies in it or a girl whose high school nickname was the miscarriage machine, but I don't know if that's... I have Ellis and Brian behind me on the miscarriage joke. Everybody else needs to relax. Okay? If you're having trouble laughing, just think of miscarriages the way I do, as divine abortions. Miscarriages are just the man upstairs' way of telling you you're not mother material. I just want to point out the fact that I have 2 people pounding on a table and another 60 people staring at me like they just watched their child die. 2 people laughing, the other people are just looking at me like they just watched their only child go into Tommy Lee's swimming pool. Like just, like I don't know if I'm okay with this. Oh man, but you gotta have fun with it. Look, if you can't have fun with religion, you can't have fun with anything, right? Like come on, let's fucking lighten up. Like this world's a tough place. If you can't laugh at shit, come on, have a good time. The most uptight group of people on the planet, and I'm sure there's a lot of you here, as we're at O'Brien's, are Catholics. Give it up if you're a Catholic, make some noise. If you were raised Catholic, if you were baptized Catholic, Bobo, you were never baptized, shut up. They're not allowed to baptize you. Seriously, that was wrong. No, but seriously, man, Catholics are the most uptight group. Like, people always go, oh, Jews are uptight. No, they're really actually pretty cool people. Catholics are the worst. You can't even make a joke without Catholic people freaking out. One thing Catholic people really hate is, like, when you add stuff to their prayers. Psh, who knew that? Like, right? They get really pissed off when you say, I just wanted to jazz things up, you know, kick things up a notch. You know, for instance, like, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven, and so on and so forth. No more Christmas Eve midnight mass for me. And then Catholics get all mad when you paraphrase Jesus. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not much of a reader. Like, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I'm not good at absorbing things, okay? I got the gist of the message. You can't say things like, and then Jesus said, he who is without faith is a bitch-ass nigga. Like, they're like, Jesus never said that. And you're like, wait, no, I could have sworn he said something to that effect, I think. I'm getting the message across at least, right? And now I've gotten to a point where I just let loose. I don't even care anymore. So now I just now my new thing is whenever, thank you folks. Now whenever, they're gone. I'm never gonna see them again. I feel like I'm just watching my ex-girlfriend leave. I'm just like, all right, well, like I knew you were gonna leave a week ago. Like I don't fucking, I woke up 2 weeks ago and was like, she's not sticking around. I give a shit. But yeah, my new thing is now, like, anytime I say something really outrageous and I feel like I might get my ass kicked, I just, like, throw a fictional Bible verse in there. So, like, I just don't get my ass kicked. Because people don't usually do that. It's like, I'll just say things, I'll be hanging out, and I'm like, yeah, no, I mean, you know. Obviously, you know, the Greeks and the Eskimos were responsible for 9/11. Wait, what? No, oh, you know, it said so in 1 Corinthians 2:23, right? No? It'll get you out of trouble almost every time. Almost every time. Like, whatever you say. Like, nah, baby, it's all good. If we do anal, you're still a virgin. It says so in the book of Job, I think, somewhere. Like, really? Does it say that? I don't know. I thumbed the book of Job. I gotta be honest. I don't really remember it verbatim. Be hanging out in the city sometime, and I'm like, yeah, no, I think it's quite obvious the Koreans don't have a soul, right? It says so in the Bible. And then every once in a while, somebody will call you on it. Wait a minute, I'm on Wikipedia. It does not say the Koreans don't have a soul in the Bible. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry, I read a lot. No, 2007 Virginia Tech yearbook. I'm sorry, that was... The important thing is that I remembered I read it somewhere, right? Can you guys believe that my mom actually wanted me to go to Bible college at one point? That was the plan. That was plan A. My mom was like, you're gonna be a minister someday. And I was like, yeah, keep dreaming, bitch. You know, it's bad when you're 12 years old and already your mind can't encompass a world in which you go to Bible school. Like, no, not happening. Like, what really? Like, what am I gonna do in Bible school? Like, for a couple of years, I tried to entertain the thoughts. I'm like, all right, what would I do in Bible school? And then I'm thinking about it, like, having these fun, like, you're watching those college, like, dramas, and, like, I'm watching them, and I'm thinking what my experience is gonna be like, and it's like, hey, man, what are you gonna major in this year? And it's like, I don't know, man. I was thinking of majoring in theology and then minoring in science so that I just end up blowing my brains out by my junior year. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe my head will just explode on its own. Who knows? Maybe if I read enough books. Going to Bible college, and then I'm thinking, like, what happens when I'm hanging out in the coffee shop post-grad? You know, you got all smart asses coming up to you, hey, man, dude, we've been in school for 4 years, dude. What are you gonna do now? And I'm like, shit, fuck. How deep are the choices really, right? You don't really have a whole lot of choices in Bible college. Dude, what are you gonna do when you get out of college, man? I don't know, dude. Like, evangelists make a lot of money, but, you know, pastors get all the pussy. So, I mean... News. I was driving a while back, and I saw this bumper sticker in front of me, this guy, and it said, I heart a kid with autism. I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. Do they make bumper stickers that say that emotionless burden is incapable of loving you back? Or... I don't think they sell those at 8 Auto. I am so glad you guys enjoyed hearing that as much as I enjoyed writing it. That was one of the few punchlines in my life that I ever sat in a room and giggled while I wrote it. And went, hey, it's not me, fuck 'em. That's a philosophy I live by now. There's a guy who can't be here tonight. His name is Brent, and that is the philosophy I live by. He said that to me once. The phrase, I don't know the guy, so fuck him. I've lived by that ever since. But no, seriously, I'm glad you guys laughed at that, because it's a very uptight world now. You can't joke about, you can't joke about autism. You can't joke about... Like, I got really pissed off. You know, when things started getting a little too politically correct, I was one of the first guys to go, no, don't worry, it'll even out. You know, don't worry, it's not gonna get out of control. Now I can honestly say political correctness has gotten out of fucking control in this country. You cannot have a good time anywhere. Anywhere. Thank you. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of words out there that like I can't use anymore that I never really got a lot of mileage out of. Like, you know, there's a lot of words out there you can't use. Like me personally, and I'm just gonna say the word, like I never got a lot of mileage out of the word nigger. I just didn't. I'm sorry. Never did. It didn't break my heart when they took it away from me, okay? It was like, it's kind of like the difference between taking away a pack of cigarettes or taking away my voter registration card, okay? One of those gets a lot more mileage than the other, okay? Taking nigger away from me was like taking away my voter registration card. I'm like, well, fucking, when do I ever use it? Who cares? But there were two words in my lexicon, in my Hall of Fame, that they took from me. I can't say faggot anymore. I can't say retard. That breaks my heart. I'm serious. I got a lot of mileage out of those words when I was growing up. And faggot never meant gay. Like when we were growing up, faggot never meant gay. Just meant you were like, you were just a faggot, you know? Like, you know? I had plenty of gay guys that used to come, like drama students that would come to our high school parties, and we'd be like, hey, what's up, Anthony? What are you doing here, faggot? Like, you know, and it would be the straight guy behind him. Get out of here, faggot. We don't want you here. Can't say any of that shit anymore. Can't say faggot, can't say retard. Retard's gotten really taken away. Ooh, can't say retard at all anymore. Has anybody here ever noticed, back in the day, they used to just have short buses. They didn't say anything on them. You just knew what they were for. You know what they were for. It's like seeing a dump truck. You know what it's for. You see a garbage truck in the morning, okay? It's not dropping off mail. And that's the thing. So you see these little short buses, and then like, I don't know, I moved to North Carolina for a few years. I come back, and I realize that now every short bus I see has the phrase activity bus painted on it. When did this horse shit start? You can't fit a fucking varsity football team on one of those buses. You can't even fit a girls' field hockey fucking team on that bus. JV. We know who's in those buses. And the only activities they're engaging is drooling and making their parents sad. Seriously, since when is making your mom cry every morning an activity? Just pisses me off. Hey, bus driver, where are you driving these waterheads to? The 3rd annual pants shitting competition? Who's the defending champs? Activity bus. Fucking activity bus. And you guys can laugh. There's a couple people like, I don't want to laugh at that. Dude, it's all good. They're not baptized. We can... And if you're not baptized in my book, I can say whatever the fuck I want about you. That rule also applies to Native Americans. No, man, seriously, like, it's all good fun. We're all joking around. Don't feel bad to laugh. Just lighten up, especially for retards, because between you and you guys, and I don't want to, like, let the cat out of the bag, but personally, I think they're faking it. I'm just saying, if the Jews can get together like they have, retards can do the same thing. That's all I'm saying. I have these dreams at night, you know? Where just retards with helmets are meeting in VFW halls across the country after hours. You know? Just getting together like, dude, they're actually buying this shit! Dude, I literally threw an entire gallon of milk on the ground yesterday and just said, uh-oh. Nobody even fucking hit me. How awesome is that? Hey, do you have more of that fake vomit and shit you can spread on me? I gotta get back by 3. They're gonna fucking... My parents are gonna be pissed. Quick question, all the guys in the audience. You guys ever been out really late at night at a fucking nightclub or like a dance hall, whatever? You get really drunk and it's after hours. And you meet this really hot girl and you're just hitting it off with her nonstop. And then it dawns on you, you're like, fuck. I can't figure out if this girl's drunk, foreign, or retarded. Shit. Fuck. How do we get to the bottom of this one? I met a girl like that recently, and oddly enough, it turned out she was all three, which I didn't even know was possible. And it brought that whole consent issue into play. I don't want to touch this one. You can't figure out if we means yes or she needs to go to the bathroom. Like, you're just kind of like, oh shit, I don't know. Shit. Yeah, I met a girl like that recently, man, and yeah, she taught me a lot about myself too. Like, I learned about myself that apparently there's a really fine line in between fun-loving scamp and registered sex offender. I'm telling you so that you don't have to get a letter like I did. It's a real pain in the ass re-registering in every neighborhood you move into from your BlackBerry. It's not fun. Shit, I'm not even allowed to own a laptop anymore. That's no fun. Yeah, see, she feels bad for me. She knows what it's like to look at child beauty pageants in the hobby of a Motel 6. It's not fucking fun. Very awkward. Stop looking over my shoulder, sir. I'll be done in a minute. Yeah, man. But yeah, I met this girl, and we hit it off for a little bit. We were getting along pretty well. She was foreign too, like for real. Like most, obviously everybody has a 4-head. Some people, like myself, have a 5-head. This girl was like really foreign. She had like a 3-head thing going on. Like, there was maybe an 1.5 inches between her eyebrows and her forehead. It was not really fucking good news at all. And I thought I was in love for a while too. Turns out I'm really just in love with like having hot tattooed skanks bring me things at barbecues while I'm playing beer pong. I'm really in love with having 9s and above drive me to gigs so I can drink. I was really in love with the fact that this girl could give me an erection without putting cigarette butts out on my chest. Just like... Yeah, see, as you and I can see, like, standard relationship stuff, Yeah. It was a rocky relationship. It was weird, but like a lot of the shit we didn't mesh on a lot of different levels. Like one thing she was really into that I'm not is role playing. Like, and I don't know, like anybody been in a couple for a while and does the role playing thing? It's not my cup of tea. No? Nobody alone up to that shit? Of course not. Role playing's lame. Like fucking, why do I want to fucking plow your vagina and gain experience points? Like, that's not fucking, what am I gonna slay you with a mithril dagger? Like fucking, it's ridiculous. She's like, no, I want you to role play with me. It'll be fun. And I'm like, she's like, why won't you do this for me? And I'm like, because sex had never ceased being fun to where I had to turn it into something else. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe sex has just always been fun. Maybe it's just, hey, thanks for showing up. Hey, you brought weed. Awesome. Done. Done deal. Now this cunt wants me to learn dialogue? Like... I don't want to have to go to a script reading before I fuck you. Maybe that's why I don't want to do role playing. Come on, just role play with me just once. Finally, I broke down. I'm like, fine, all right, we'll role play. All right, you can do whatever you want. I'm not even into this, so you could be a level 70 dwarf. I don't care. All right, we'll role play. What do you want? Who do you want me to be? What's the big deal here? Oh, we're gonna role play in bed. Who do you want me to be? She told me she wanted me to be her last boyfriend, which that wasn't nice at all. Plus, I didn't know enough about her ex-boyfriend to really have much to go on, so I just dressed up like a Guido. I started beating her every week, and I knocked up a Puerto Rican stripper from the Bronx. Just... because I'm like a method actor. I get really into character. Look, I didn't bring it up. You wanted me to be your last boyfriend, right? You wanted to take the trip down memory lane, not me. This girl was really fucking insecure, man. I'd have buddies hanging out with me at bars and stuff, and I'd go, where's your girl? And they'd be like, yeah, she's off. She's not talking to me for the next week. And they'd be like, dude, that girl's an emotional train wreck. I'd be like, dude, you're not giving her enough credit. That girl's an emotional plane crash. She is a disaster on an epic proportion. Not like some fucking Hudson River fake landing bullshit. I'm talking like TWA Flight 800 type of shit. Like real disaster type of shit. This girl's daddy issues belong downed in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Our fucking mood swings could have brought down Tower 2. I'm just saying. Hey, fuck you. You didn't know this girl. Dave in the back enjoyed that, for those of you not paying attention. This girl got jealous of the no joke. There was a girl that helped me out at tech support at BlackBerry one time. I didn't get laid for 2 days because of it. because my tech support girl was female. And I was just sitting at dinner one night. I was like, dude, you should have seen the girl at fucking BlackBerry tech support today. It took her 5 minutes. My whole phone was working again. Enough. Heard enough about the girl from BlackBerry. Jesus Christ, baby. Like, calm down. Like, first of all, she's in India. We all know that, okay? And you and I both know my cock ain't gonna reach there. Secondly, like, fucking, she gets pissed. I'm like, baby, she was just helping me fix my BlackBerry. My Twitter app wasn't working. Yeah, I bet she was working your Twitter, motherfucker. Get out of my sight. Get the fuck out of my head. Don't touch me. I felt bad, man. Like, some poor bitch from RIM almost got her throat cut just for helping me get my Facebook app working. Like, I felt really bad about that shit. She was so fucking banal and ordinary, too. I don't even know why I was dating this girl. Like, I had, like, these junior high conversations with her about shit. Like, shit you should just not be having conversations about when you're 20. Like, we'd be sitting around sometimes and she'd be like, baby, I just want you to know something. I don't want to just be your girlfriend. I want you to think me as your best friend. Shut up, okay? No, I don't want to be your girlfriend. I want to be your best friend. Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome. You do realize that the first fucking duty of a best friend is to lie to my girlfriend for me? So, how do I fucking squeeze you into that equation? Besides, you don't even own a truck. How are you going to help me move, you dumb cunt? Come on. Snap out of it. Dumb conversations. We had this conversation one time. I'm sure it's every, like, couple of you dudes that are here with a chick tonight have had this with a chick. Where you're sitting there with her and she goes, baby, if I was ever, like, horribly disfigured, would you stay with me? And excuse me for being, like, fucking normal and asking one question, which was, how disfigured? Fuck you, that's a fair question. You know what? Fine. I shouldn't even have brought this up. Obviously, you're not the kind of guy I can have this conversation with. No, I'm just serious. Like, I'm just baby, calm down. Like, I'm just saying, like, how disfigured? Like, are you like burns over 80% of your body disfigured, or does your mouth look like an asshole with teeth? Like, what are we looking at here? What's the score? No, seriously, what's the score in the Jet game, baby? I wasn't listening to a fucking thing you were just saying. Baby, if I was disfigured in a fire, I don't know, because you already got that fucking three-head thing going on. You look like a Romulan already. Like, I can't take much more. You furry bitch. First time I tried to go down on this girl, she screams, no, don't go down there! Like her family kept her retarded brother chained up down there for the last 20 years. Don't go down there. There's shameful family secrets down there. You can't see them. Fucking go down there and, like, fucking the chick from Throw Mama from the Train and Ralphie from The Sopranos are chasing Corey Feldman around, and Sam from Lord of the Rings is puffing on his inhaler, and there's a fucking freezer full of Rocky Road with a dead body in it in her vagina. And just sometimes, just once in a while, on a quiet night, you can put your ear to her cunt and hear Cyndi Lauper at her best. Jesus Christ. Kind of like dawned on me eventually. I'm like, oh, now I see why she's insecure, because every time I put my hand down there, it feels like a horse is eating out of my hand. That's nuts. Baby, am I supposed to fuck you or feed this thing pellets? I don't know. Because there's a machine, it wants quarters, I don't have it. Oh my God, I'm not kidding you too, man. This girl's pussy was more mangled than a bus in downtown Jerusalem. Our fucking, our pussy, it looked like Andre the Giant fisted her with an M80 in his hand. I don't know how long the fuse is. I went down on her one day. I felt like I was making out with a cartoon chimp that just smoked an Acme exploding cigar. This girl's pussy looked like Frank Mir's face after that second fight with Brock Lesnar. I swear to God, one night this girl wanted to get freaky. She spread her pussy open and a traveling theater group took a bow. Fucking pulled her pussy lips apart and like G.E. Smith started playing. Fucking John Belushi and Gilda Radner came out. They were like, have a good night, everybody. I was like, holy shit. Your pussy is a star-studded event. But I'm not bitter. Oh, God. That was probably the worst relationship I ever had in my life. Like, fucking, make some noise if you've ever had the most, like, if you are confident that you are past your most bitter breakup of your life, make some noise, please. All right? Think it's behind you? I've realized you can really put together how contentious a breakup is. You can always judge it by the last text messages you two sent each other. It's always the best litmus test. Just go back and look at your phone. Last one sent, last one in. The last text message this girl ever sent me was, I've moved on, forget my number. The last text message I ever sent this girl was, I hope your firstborn child pulls a JonBenet Ramsey. I'm just kidding, her womb is barren. Seriously. That girl's fucking ovaries are more useless than a Puerto Rican in a wheelchair. This girl I dated, her reproductive system was lamer than Christian Bale's Batman. As you can see, I don't have the best relationships in the world. I have a problem connecting with fucking human women in general. It's an issue for me. I've had this problem my whole life too, man. Like, every relationship I've ever had was cursed. Like, even the girl I lost my virginity to, right? Like, this really beautiful half black, half Puerto Rican girl. I used to like to joke that I didn't lose my virginity, that she stole it from me. Which I'm glad, like, some of you guys found that funny. Her grandparents did not. No senses of humor. In their defense, though, I think they were more pissed off because, like, they were pissed about a lot of things, but, maybe the fact that I included it in the speech at her Sweet 16 probably wasn't the best time for that. Maybe it was the fact that I was 25. I don't know. Maybe it was the fact that I referred to her vagina as a future criminal factory. I don't know. I didn't take the best tact, I think, is what I'm trying to get across in that story. I dated a deaf girl once. Yeah. Like Marley Matlin, like deaf, like my sound guy. But, and now half my CD won't get recorded. But yeah, no, I was dating this deaf girl for a little while, and it was going pretty good. She was really hot. It was going really good. And then, like, 3 dates into it, she wants me to learn sign language. So I'm like, fuck you, you're the one who's different. Like, why should I? You show me anywhere in the handbook of life where it shows I gotta do shit now. Show me. Nothing. She was like, come on, I just want you to communicate with me better. I don't know, I think that's what she said. I don't know, I never bothered to learn sign language. I just want you to be on my level. And I'm like, well, if you were if you were crippled, I'm not just gonna stop walking around every time I need something. Like, oh, I could easily go get that, but I don't want to make my girlfriend feel bad, so. I'm just gonna sit here and let my legs go to jelly. I want you on my level. Well, cool, if I was dating a black girl, I'm not gonna start showing up late to work every day and sometimes not at all. Hey, Mersh, how come you come to work? I'm working on my demo tape. I'm dating a black girl now. You didn't hear? She wants me to do things she likes. come on, I want you to communicate with me. I was like, look, there's no reason I should have to do stuff because you're deaf, all right? Life lesson number one, when God hates you, you have to work harder, okay? Not me. It says that in Mark, chapter 2, verse 8. Tattoos are just, I don't know, man, they're unoriginal. I don't want them. Everybody has them. How about I'm cool and original and just not get them? That's how I roll. Like, tattoos are just unoriginal. Everybody has the same shit, too. And then some people get, like, addicted to tattoos and they can't stop getting them. And I was coming home the other day, and I live near a tattoo parlor, and I saw this really, really fat bitch going into a tattoo parlor who was just covered in tattoos. And I was like, did this chick actually get fat just so she could get all the tattoos she wanted? Like... How committed are you to the bit? Like, was this bitch just one day like, I'm gonna get a fuck... Like, one day she just went in a tattoo shop and she got an anchor on her arm. And then, like, after she got the anchor, she was like, fuck, I want the whole battleship. Well, I guess I could just stuff my gelatinous face with fucking ding-dings and I'll be all set. I could probably get that shit in like 2 months. And eventually she just got fatter and fatter. The fucking anchor turned into a battleship with an anchor. And now she just kept getting fatter and fatter and more addicted to tattoos. And now, last time I saw this girl, she has a live-to-scale recreation of the bombing of the USS Cole all down her forearm. Little motorboat and everything. Allah Akbar! She even has, like, the bubble coming out of the terrorist faces with Allah Akbar. It looks like a comic strip. This fat bitch has the boondocks on her forearm. It's amazing. I've seen some really shitty tattoos. I dated a girl who got the worst tattoo ever. It was actually like one of the points of us breaking up. Like, just was the last straw. Really cute, just suburban white girl, just nice girl. Came home with her area code in Old English lettering written out in words down her forearm. Like, oh, the worst tattoo I've ever seen in my life. She goes, no, I really think it's cute. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Did they give you a breathalyzer before they just inked that on you permanently, or how did that work out? She's like, fuck you, I think it looks really cute. And I'm like, that's great. Who is your tattoo artist, Muhammad Ali? Because I can't even, what fucking area code is that? Where are you, I thought you were from New York. I'm reading Phoenix. Who did this? That tattoo is so bad, it looks like it would sound if Dick Clark was saying your area code. That'll be $200. She goes, no, I thought it'd be cool, like, represent my neighborhood. I have, like, Old English lettering with my fucking area code down my arm. I'm like, awesome. I didn't realize I was fucking a Latino gangbanger. That's awesome. Great, now I gotta pack heat. This is cool. Hey, did they make sure to throw in the complimentary C-section scar and welfare check with that tattoo? Or... because nobody should leave without getting the free gift. It's the worst tattoo I'd ever seen in my life. Well, second worst, because the bit's not over. That's the worst tattoo I've... Oop, nope, Segway's not ready yet. Fuck it, this shit's never gonna make it to CD. Thanks for all my friends from Philly and Jersey for wasting your time. I got another buddy with a really bad tattoo. This was the best example of poor decision making I've ever seen in my life. I had a buddy when we were younger. He thought it'd be really funny to get on his forearm fucking 2 stick figures humping, like doggy style, with an arrow pointing to the person bent over, and it says, your mom, and an arrow pointing to the dude saying, me. And he thought that would just be a fucking trip. Give you guys 3 guesses what that guy does for a living now. He is a pediatrician. You fuckers tell me that this world ain't a strange place. I guess one thing I wanted to talk about is a lot of people like are under this impression that I hate kids. And I kind of think it's because I'm always telling people how much I hate kids. But I just want to clear up any misconceptions out there. I actually like kids. I don't mind kids. Kids are kind of fun to be around. They're very playful. I like kids. Like, I don't like kids enough to have kids, I just like kids enough to like regret my last 11 abortions. You know, I just. I actually have my own brand of morning after pills. Just market it. They're called Mersh Chewables. They have my face on them. I got pulled over with a bag of them one time, and the cops thought I was an ecstasy dealer. I was like, no, it's just that magic baby killing pill. Don't worry. What? I don't want kids. I'm sorry. Excuse me for having a Planned Parenthood Visa card. All right? I thought it would come in handy, and it has. All I have to do is run into 11 more college girls with poor decision-making skills, and I'm getting a free Carnival cruise. So, you guys can burn all you want, but shit's working out for me. My credit score's going up. Thing is, they want you to make your payments on time, fuckers. I've paid for so many abortions that I unlocked an Xbox achievement. One thing, man, you have a lot of irresponsible sex out there. You have to get to like the morning after pill sometimes, and that starts fucking with your head. Like, you know, because you can't, like, I have this trust thing with girls I date, so now, like, they say they took it, but I don't know. Like, I'm starting, like, now I have this recurring nightmare where, like, I gave some girl money for an abortion years ago, and then she just didn't get it. She went out and bought shoes or some shit, you know? Like, just took off all my money. Don't worry, everything will just sort itself out. Yeah, exactly. And I just have this recurring nightmare now where I'm sitting in my house one day, and I just hear bing bong. I'm just kidding, nobody has doorbells in Mastic. In fact, in Mastic, the thing is to just pull up to somebody's house and call their cell. Like, look, I don't know how many brown folk you have living with you, so I'm just, dude, come downstairs. Just come downstairs. I don't want to dude, I'm whispering in my own car. I don't want to fucking dick around. So I got this, like, recurring nightmare where I'm like, all right, like, and it starts off like a Tarantino movie. Like, all the fucking time, like, it starts with a flashback to just me, like, don't worry, it'll all work out. Just take care of it. Just go to the clinic. Talk to Dr. Smith. He'll take care of you. Okay. And then just flash forward to, like, 7 years later, chilling at the house, watching a little fucking Mythbusters or some shit, just because you look like them. And, I didn't want to insult your body of work, sir. I'm just hanging out at the crib, and all of a sudden I hear somebody come up to the door, and I just answer the door, and there's this kid that just looks just like me standing there, like, and I'm like, it's one of those things where if you open the door, you just know right away, and you're like, fuck. Hey, buddy. You know, and they're like, yeah, hey, dad. Weird little awkward, like, moment, you pause, you look at each other, and in the dream, the only thing that comes out of my mouth is, what the fuck are you doing here? You're supposed to be in a hazmat bag in a back alley behind a Quiznos and a women's clinic. What are you doing on my property? So in the dream, there's a cop, and I flag the cop down, and I go, are you gonna do something about it? And the guy just goes, that's just Pete. Don't worry about him. He'll be back on the train to Elizabeth by 9. Don't worry about it. Thank you guys so much for those of you that came. Please check out Crooked Jaw, mershcomedy.com, hatespeechradio.com, bpsradio.com.
Hey, shithead. It's the real deal. I'm calling you this time. So I don't know who's been fucking with you, but if I got something to say to you, I'll say it myself. And if you got something to say to me, you could tell me in person. All right, fuckhead? Enough of the fucking games already with your stupid little ass shitty friends and your bad comedy. You got a problem? Say it to me in person, okay, you little fucking faggot, because I'll take you, and you know what I'll fucking do with you. Turn you inside out. Enough of your little fucking bullshit, okay? And I'll see you February 14th, fuckface.
Killjoy. Wow, you suck at life, dude. Your vagina gets no coverage. That's right, gagger. Gagger. It's not good for you, it's good for her. I can assure you. I got a million jokes. It's funny on stage, but off stage, I am a mess. Okay, you don't want to hang out with me.
For those of you folks out there that want something to jerk off to and think that Dakota Fanning's just getting a little bit past her prime, this is it.
Time to weed out all the weak. We are the